everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I of course have your weekly vaccine update, but first, new haircut. Just got it done about an hour ago, and I am so happy with it, because, well, you guys saw how my hair was going over the last couple of months. Not looking too good, but now it looks a lot better, so thank God for that. Anyways, I'll give you guys the daily, the 7-day case rate per 100,000, the new infections for today and the deaths, and of course the vaccine information for Wales, and I will also give the vaccine information for the UK as a whole. So, today, the 29th of March, which is yesterday, so Monday, we had 125 new infections in Wales, which is the lowest we've had since September. Only one death, unfortunately. It's still too high, frankly, but it's one of the lowest we've had since September, but still, one is way too many for my liking. Our 7-day case rate per 100,000 lies at 38, and our vaccine numbers lie at this. I will let the Twitter page load, and I shall tell you guys what it is. Our first dose rate lies at 1,400,750 exactly. And our second dose rate in Wales lies at 416,862. And the UK has hit quite a big milestone. They have hit and passed 30 million vaccines, coming in at a total of 30,151,287 vaccines, well, the first doses, which means they are well on target to hit their 32 million target by the 15th of April. Once again, as I said, they will probably even surpass that by a few days, because considering how quickly they've been going through it, they should, in theory, hit it either probably a few days before. If not, they will hit it on the day like they did last time with the 15 million. And then, of course, it'll be on to the remaining 20 million adults in the UK. So once we hit 52, all adults will be done in the UK on their first dose. And then, of course, they'll all be waiting for their second doses, at which point they should be able to start on the children, as at the moment they are running tests to see if the vaccines are safe to use on under 18s. And they are hoping those tests will be done by the time they hit the 52 million adults in the UK as a whole. So hopefully there won't be any delays, it'll just be a direct continuation. So fingers crossed they're able to do that. Lockdown has also started to lift a little bit in England. I'm not too sure of what those restrictions are, but from what I've heard, they're fairly lenient. I am aware of one major restriction that's been lifted, in that 6 people can now meet outdoors, including in privately owned gardens. So you can go into somebody's private property now, just not into their house. As for other restrictions lifted in England, I'm not sure. Wales's hasn't changed, as we are still on a 3-week basis, so we won't get any restrictions lifted now until the rest of non-essential retail opens on the 12th of March, which is 2 weeks today for me, 2 weeks yesterday for you guys, which is really exciting because there are several places I want to go once those places are reopened, and luckily our case rates aren't coming up, they're still going down, and I'm chalking that up to the vaccine, because it seems whatever we're lifting, the vaccine is counteracting by keeping the cases at a fairly low rate. Well, keeping them going down, because we're almost at half of the Welsh population done. And that's probably well over half of the adult population in Wales, so we're probably, well, we're doing very well, basically. I think we're almost through the age groups going 55 and upwards. We're almost halfway through the 50 to 54-year-olds, but they're taking a bit longer because there's quite a lot more of them. But everyone 55 to 50, well, everyone 55 and above, they're nearly done with, because I think they're quite a lot of the way through that age group, so there's not many of them left. Just the 50 to 54-year-olds is taking a bit longer, as there's like 250,000 of them. So we're getting through them slowly, but hopefully it shouldn't take all that much longer. I'm hoping I'll be able to say by next week that they're nearly done and we can get ready to move on to the under 50s, so 49s to 39s, 39s to 29s, and 29s to 18s. But you guys know that already because I have mentioned it before. So yeah, I'm hoping that there isn't going to be many vaccine updates left, as there isn't many people left in the UK to do. Well, there is, like half population, but considering how quick we're going through it, we might not be doing it for much longer. Which is weird to think about, and kind of, it'll make me breathe a lot easier once we know that all the UK's had at least their first dose of the vaccine, because then within 12 weeks, they'll all have had their seconds, and then 3 weeks after that, we'll be all done with the vaccine, and then coronavirus in the UK will hopefully be a thing of the past that we won't have to worry about for a very long time, if ever again. I know America is doing astonishingly well, as I believe the plan was to have 100 million doses delivered across the US within Joe Biden's first 100 days in office. They've hit that target 40 days early. So the president has bumped that target up to 200 million. And the whole American population lies at 267 million. So they've got a long way to go in terms of numbers, but I don't think they've got a long way to go in terms of time. If they've been able to do 100 million doses in less than 100 days, how many could they do in... How long would it take them to do about 400 million, of course, first and second doses, so they'd need to double up the first doses into... Basically, I think they're doing pretty well. The UK is still doing really well in terms of the rest of the world in their vaccine programme. Wales is still on top in terms of the UK, so we're delivering ours the quickest out of all the nations, but it's not a race, it's just a case of we get it done, because Wales is a fairly small population. In fact, it's the second smallest in the UK. The smallest of them all being Northern Ireland, being at just over 1 million. So they'll probably be very soon finished with their vaccine course. Wales will probably not be far behind. Scotland will be, again, not far behind us because they're only at 5 million population. England, of course, is going to take a little bit longer, as they have the remaining population of the 68 million split that we all have. So, totaling up them all, Wales, Scotland and Ireland have a total of 9 million of the UK population. England has the rest. So, I believe it's 59 million people live in England. So, they're going to be a little while longer to getting through all their vaccines. And I do not pity them, and I do not envy them one bit for that. Because, oh my god, that's going to average around 110 million doses they're going to need for England. Oh no. Yeah, 111 and a half. Wow. That's going to take a long time for England to do. Hopefully not too long. It probably won't be that far behind us considering how quick they're going, but it's going to be a lot of people to get through twice. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. As always, people, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my and Roxanne's YouTube channels. Her link is in the link tree in the description. My sub button is down there. Yep, that big red one. Unless you've already subscribed, then it's grey. Thanks for that, by the way. Don't forget to comment as well, because why not? And let me know what you think of the vaccine progress now, as it's gaining and gaining every week. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Roxanne on her blog and Twitter. Those links, no, just her blog. Those links are also in the link tree in the description. And lastly, of course, don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye.